YouTube, Troy Stars Trucking. Thanks for tuning in. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and do a part 2 on the "Are Jamaican drivers are reliable?" Right? Because after I finish that video, I read a couple comments, and also I didn't think I answered the question correctly. Are Jamaican drivers reliable?
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
I asked the question, but I didn't think I answered it correctly. No, this is it. This video is to go back and also address some of the stuff that I said, which are correct, but not, I should have never said address. But I can say to add or to more make everything a bit more clear. You know what I mean? And also at the ending, I'm going to talk a little bit more on the Dare video also, just to cover a little piece of it, not too much. And that's about it. So this video is not going to be very long, but anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. There's a boy, Troy Stars Trucking. Are Jamaican drivers reliable? And me speaking first on, yes. Yes, Jamaican drivers are reliable, are a good set of group of people you can hire. They are a good set of people that you can hire for your company, right? Because, and the reason why I'm saying this, not because I'm a Jamaican myself, but yes, because I am. So the reason for this is I know what we are capable of doing, right? We always go above and beyond in our work ethic, right? We may not be the best person to mess around with when it comes to money. I can tell you that right now. And when I said money, I mean like pay. I'm just going to tell you something. If you want a Jamaican to work for you and everything goes smooth and you get the best result, pay him like you promised him, right? Deal with him with respect. Don't try to overshadow him in any form or way, disrespectfully, right? Do everything with respect, because the same treatment you give, that's what you will get back, right? So I have so much more to say about us Jamaicans, but I'm just trying to let you guys know, just to answer the question fully, that yes, we Jamaicans are reliable, right? We can get the job done. Sometimes we may, kind of drop off. Like, how can I put this? I always miss the words. But I always have some smart guys here on my YouTube channel that will put the word in the comment section what I'm looking for. But anyway, you know what? Let's save that thought. Anyway, continue. Now, what I want to address in the story, or address in the part 1, was the companies, right? So let me first and foremost said what I mentioned about the driver taking off and running, or coming up on the program and then taking advantage and, not leaving leg room for other brothers to, get a chance to come up and get things done, right? Now, before it came down to where the province had changed the permit and put it as the PNP, the 6-month program thing, before that, the companies was taking advantage of the drivers. So this is like a twist. This is like a twist story now. You know what I mean? So I come here earlier and I was talking about the driver taking out, but now I come back and talking about the company was taking disadvantage. No, you can't win either way, eh? But anyway, I'm just going to talk about it still because it still need to be earned, right? The reason for one of the reasons I thought, or this is what I think, one of the reasons for the government or the province, I should say, to change the 2-year permit, that would be the LMIA, that was there from day one, is because a lot of complaint was coming in based on how the companies was treating some of the drivers, and they were stuck into a contract that they cannot break and cannot come out of, because when you're under that contract, you have to do that 2 years, and within that 2 years, some treatment that you get before you actually start seeing your way out is like you're almost wanna go crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm talking from experience, and the experience that I'm talking from is, you see, I want to say what I'm saying, but I don't want to be too harsh, because that's not how I want to come off. and I don't want to talk this like I'm talking on one side, right? I have I'm gonna leave some link of my past videos in the description, because I can't really go back to tell you everything that I've done. But I did my part. The company have their part with me. You know what I mean? These are some of the stuff that the companies used to do when we had that 2-year contract on to the one company. One, and this is like I said, experience I'm talking from now, right? So it's not a win-win for either side, but changes were made by the province to get better results. What am I saying? Let me give me a time. Give me some time, okay? This is it. When me, talking for myself, when I came here, I came on the 2-year program. That would be the LMIA work program, right? And I was stuck, not saying stuck, but yeah, I was bound to that company for 2 years on a contract. That would be what the LMIA lasts for. Now, within that 2 years, yes, the company went ahead and pay our plane fare, pay our schooling over in MTI BC, right? And they went ahead and they pay rent, the first month rent, until we start working on board. Now, this is how everything is real now. Even though they had paid the plane fare and paid the school fee and paid stuff like that, they still went ahead and take it back out from our pay. So in this case, with a 2-year contract, that wasn't supposed to even, based on now knowing what I know now, that should have never happened. In a sense, we're taking back the money that you spent to get us here or to get us ready, because you have us for 2 years, so that could have worked out within. You understand what I mean? But they went ahead and take, I think it was 250 a week or 150 a week, something, until we finish pay off all those money that they spent. And for those 2 years we were there with the company, they had to, because remember, we didn't know the place that well, right? To know everywhere we should go, right? So it takes time, and when you have to take time to know places and know how the route is running and know and to get familiarized with a new country, new this, new that, you're not gonna make the amount of mile that you should be making. You're not gonna do everything on point and correctly like you should. So in spite of that, or by me saying that to you, is that we were making a lot of money. So when we have our rent taken out, we have our loans back to the company taken out, and then we have to feed ourselves, and we can't do anything else across the board. So we end up working for like maybe 6 to 7 months without, we're working 6 to 7 months without, and still broke. I don't know any other way to say it. We're working 6 to 7 months and still don't have any money to take care of any bills that we leave back home, because, you know, coming here, it costs us too, because we come in here leaving family and stuff like that, and bills have to pay back home. So, you know, I mean, being here and we going to school, no money, we come over here, then as soon as we start working, the much that we have is maybe 100, 120, something. So you have to take care of backup bills that was back up when you were doing everything else, and then you have people that you may owe a money, like you borrow money from to get here or whatnot, so you have those people to pay back and stuff like that. So it was like, maybe you can call it a year before we actually settle in and start getting things right, because those money was taken back out and we had no choice than to work and pay it back. And even though it may sound fair in some type of way, but it would be more balanced if we had to pay back maybe at least half the money, right? Or it take a while before you start taking back, you know what I mean? Like, you know, let them work for the first 8 months or first 6 months, then we do something with them, and then we start taking back little by little so that everyone could live good, right? But they start taking, as you start work, they start taking it back out. So, just to back up the first video, it's not just the drivers only was making the moves when they get the chance. The company was doing what they were doing when they had the chance. So when it changed over to this 6-month thing now, the drivers that came here now are not even sticking around a minute to see what's going on. Boom! So the treatment returned to the treatment. So how can I say this? The complaints were made, and you know what? I'm going too fast. So this is the next one. When you were on those contracts with the company, right? The 2-year contract, and you, for some reason, you were there for maybe, not some reason, this is experience, with the company for over 6 to 8 months, but you're not understanding what's going on, you're not making enough money, things are not looking good because they take back so much from you when you were working. So when it comes down to 6, when it comes down to an 8 month, and you still find yourself with no savings, you still find yourself owing people back at home, looking for you, making threats because you can't cover all those bills because of what's going on here. When you step outside of that company now and decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to get an LMIA with another company in the same province so I can start working for them. When we go ahead, or when the guys go ahead and did that and find a company who would give them another 2-year contract and stuff like that, the same company that we leave from found that other company and tell them not to hire the drivers, release them or fire them or let them go. And that's what the company do. Sorry, that's what the company do, because there was a trucking association with all the companies of this thing, so everyone know everyone, you know what I mean? So when the drivers was fed up and tired of what's going on and not seeing anything and wanted to go and leave, leave, like do driving tests and start working for other company, the same company that they were leaving from, phone up the other company and be like, why are you taking my drivers? Let them go, send them back, whatnot. So all the drivers that leave had to go back and start working again for the same thing. Now, we fight, or we stand up for what we know is right, and we get what was truly deserved to us. Because even at one point we weren't getting the correct pay that we should, that what the regular other drivers in the company was getting, and that was illegal. So it was a bunch of illegal stuff that was going on. Because even the papers, the contract, or I can say the contract between the province and the companies, that the responsibility or the responsibility of the drivers should covered by the company, not covered by the company and taken back out. So that was illegal, you know what I mean? But they still do it anyways, right? And I know that for sure, that they weren't supposed to take back any funds that they take from us before, right? Now continue. The other part was not paying us what they are paying their original drivers. They were paying us less, like 4 cents less, right? Or 5 cents less, and that's a big deal. You may hear cent now, but if you put those cents to the miles, you will see that there's a lot of money make. Because right now, even though they're still working for cents, like 45 cents or 46 cents or 48 cents, right? 50 cents a mile. And those really adds up, right? Because you're doing miles here, I can tell you that right now. That's one of the things I wanted to cover, to make it more clear for you guys to understand that both sides was doing something that wasn't, but the company started first, right? The companies did it wrong at first. They make some little sketchy move that we found out, and then we call up meetings and stuff like that. They retract, give us back the money that they took from us, basically, or maybe, I don't know, yeah, what they took from us, they gave us back those money, and they start paying us the correct cents per mile that they should have paid us from the very get-go or beginning, right? So the companies, or the company had fault too, you know what I mean? So it wasn't just drivers coming here, getting the opportunity and took off, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So I'm just clearing the here now to let you guys know what it was and what it's like. Because some company really treat the drivers like, I don't want to even say the words, but they treat the drivers like whatever, you know what I mean? And now it backfired or next way. But now it come down to where they're feeling the pressure of the driver leaving, because they already do what they have done, and driver leaving, so they are feeling the pressure now. So the complaints are start making, okay, we're not going to take no more Jamaican driver, we're going to take this type of driver because Jamaican drivers are leaving as soon as they come and whatnot. But they totally forget what the treatment was when we got here before and was doing it right, was setting the wave, right? And they were taking out this, doing that, deduct this, deduct that. We have nothing to save, nothing to send home. We just have to struggle, try our best, running like robots just to make $1 or $2, you know what I mean? So they started off bad before, right? So, like I said, it was something just to clear the hair so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from, where I'm going, and why all of this, now kind of makes sense. But this is it now. The guys that are taking off now, not even given the chance to see what is available, what is there, what is going on, if things change, what is new, you know what I mean? Not taking the time out to, you know what, everything should be working fine now. Because now the company is going to treat you with more than, not that, but with what you really deserve, because they know what you are capable of doing, right? Or what can be done, or, you know what I mean? So a lot of guys did ask me in the comment section, Troy, this company need to bond the drivers with a 2-year contract. I don't know if they get that chance to do it as yet, but I don't think that was the reason why it changed. Because remember, like I mentioned earlier, why they changed everything from the get-go to have it to be like this, right? And when I said like this, I mean like to get through in 6 months and to get you PR as soon as you land and whatnot. They change up all of that to make a quicker process, and also there is no like bond to a company, really, even though that company sent for you. So what the room that opened was for the company to keep you like they say they would, right? So you won't have any reason to go because you are getting your fair share. Now, like I said, the drivers that are cutting, are leaving, don't even know if they're getting a fair share. Don't even take the time out to sit back and relax and see what's going on, what is there, and any complaint you have, you go inside the office and make that report or whatnot and see if anything changed before you go ahead and make that drastic move. Okay, so before we go, I'm just gonna touch back on the dare topic just for a minute. And if you guys don't know what dare topic I'm talking about, I'm gonna leave all the links to each video in the description, or it's gonna slide across the top, so you guys can click on it and you can go and look at it if this is your first time tuning in to one of TroyStar's trucking video, right? And make sure you subscribe, because that's, this is a family over here. So yeah, let's continue. The dare topic. Now, a lot of guys were coming in the comment section, because I answer each and every comment. You know what I mean? I make sure, sit down, and I pay full attention to hear what everyone has to say. And this is my result that I really, after scanning through all the comments and see what's going on, this is what I realize, and this is what I see. Right? And you guys tell me if I'm wrong in this comment or in the other comment. Anyway, this is it. The person that commented and said they understand what's going on, they really and truly see through everything that I'm saying, is the person that actually owns a truck. Believe it or not, the persons that actually own a truck are doing their own thing, or own operator or something, someone that get these type of bills or know what it's like to save these type of money to have it to actually use back on your unit, which could be avoided. You know what I mean? Not in all cases, I'm gonna get to that, but could be avoided and stuff like that, and to see all those funds spent and which is not really needed to be, right? So I see the difference with the comments, right? I can see who actually own a fleet, or who actually own one truck, or who actually is thinking about the comments are varies and the comments are different, right? Now, the ones that are just maybe not even a driver as yet, are thinking about driving, are just maybe doing a couple of years of driving, say different things. Like, well, most of them didn't mention about the DEF because I assume they don't understand what that is. But the next one I mentioned about the deer video was unavoidable, which I understand in some case it is, and in some case it could be, right? The next one I want to say is someone said, "Oh, Troy, you're behaving like the bigger companies. It's all about the driver fault." But this is what I want to say, right? And why I bring the topic up. I wasn't trying to say that he could 100% avoid that deer that run out, right? All I was saying was, based on his reaction that I didn't see in the video, watching it, playing it back and forth, he didn't see that deer. He just drove, and then maybe he was paying attention to something and then just hit the deer full-fledged. Or, because there's two things to it now that I'm thinking, because I watched a video from Trucker Storm, and Trucker Storm was saying, unless he saw the deer and just decided to run into the deer straight. So when I sit back and I look into him, like, okay, so maybe if he was really paying attention, he saw the deer run out, but he decided not to get off the cruise, not to even go on the brake. Because remember, like I said, you're gonna hit him. Okay, yes, you're gonna hit him. So not saying that because you're gonna hit him, or you see that you're not gonna really shift, which I don't want you to, right? But at least ease up off the throttle, ease up off the gas, go onto the brake, slow down the truck, hit him, slowing down, but not the full-fledged speed, because that even make it worse. Trust me, if you hit something fast or slow, the damage is going to be less. If you lick something slow, the damage will be less. If you lick it fast and hard, the damage is going to be more. So all I was saying, there was no reaction. There was like you're really wanted to hit that deer, or you didn't see the deer. So it's two things, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. And if any driver or any owner of a truck owner see a deer, wouldn't want to go into that deer full-fledged. That person would want to go on the brake, slow down the truck, not complete stop, because they're not going to stop that truck going that speed, but go on the brake as where you can take it to. Because as a driver, we all know this. We know how hard to go on a brake so that the load do not shift, because the load shifting is a different thing. We know how hard to go on the brake so the load do not shift. Some of us pay attention to the load and how the loads are packed, so we know how to drive the truck, right? Some of us know, like I said, even car drivers, you know how hard to go on the brake before the car starts sliding. You know how to use your brake, right? And like I said, if you're going down and you see a deer run out or whatnot, you go on the brake. Remember, it's not snowing, it's not raining, it's dry road, clear road. You go on your brake. You may not stop, you may still hit the deer, but you will hit him at a lesser speed. You know what I mean? So that's what I was bringing off, like when I said reaction or whatever. Not to shift and go in the bushes. Because I even saw one comment that someone said, okay, Troy, if you serve out of a deer, you should roll over and talk. What? Guys, we are not driver here? You guys are not drivers? What do you mean turn and that's not driving, that's script, that you guys watching movies. You know what I mean? Listen to me, okay? If you go on your brake and you prep your rearview mirror, once you see that they're coming, you prep your rearview mirror and you go slow down and whatever, four-way flasher. You think all the drivers here drive with each up behind every it's night. So basically it's him and another truck, because you can see when you pull over, like maybe you take another 2-3 miles before you pull over. When you pull off, there's a truck that passed on the outside. Only one truck. So it's only one truck was behind him. I have the full video. I didn't show it on here, but the full video is there. I look at it. One truck passed on the outside lane and shoot past. So that truck wasn't close by. You know what I mean? Because he was basically have the truck on cruise and leading the way going. So everything was there. So it's not like a truck was right behind him, and as he go on the brake, that truck was no, that's not that type of driving. Tractor trailers, I mean, some driver may tailgate you, but some don't. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. It happened already, but I'm just trying to clear it up to let you guys know. I wasn't saying serving and running off in bushes as what I saw some of the comments talking about. Nothing like that. That's not it. That's not evil driving. You know what I mean? The next thing I want to touch on. Oh, one more thing. I saw a comment on my last video with someone was asking me about the truck stop, to give him like where would you go and pee and poo and stuff like that as a long haul trucking. Well, I can see that you're new to my channel. You can go back and check back some of my older videos that I have where the truck stop and rest stop are there. But I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown in this one. Truck stops are put in place for us long haul drivers, right? You can find a truck stop maybe every 100 miles, and that would be 2 hours, maybe a little longer, but maybe every 100 miles I can find a truck stop or somewhere where you can go and use the restroom. But you have to practice what you're doing. When you stop at night, you should normally find a truck stop to stop and rest, sleep. Sometimes you go on an en route, even the en route of bathroom that you can go and use, right? So before you drive off, you test yourself. Test yourself meaning find out if you want to go and do it right after you wake. Practice, break yourself into as you wake, you go brush your teeth and you go use the bathroom, and then that's it for you. So when you practice and all of this come to, unless you eat something that you're not supposed to be eating while driving, and you know, for example, like drinking milk with egg and ice cream and stuff like that, you don't want to do that as a driver. You want to keep your diet to where you can angle all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, we have washroom, truck stop, bathroom every 100 or 150 miles, you know what I mean? So that's like 3 hours or 2 hours. You will find somewhere you can go and pee and use a restroom and whatnot. And I don't think, unless you're taking a female with you, then you'd have to stop every whatever, you know how female do their thing. But anyway, that's it. So I just want to clear that up. And like I said, any other question, anything else, guys, leave it in the comments. I will answer all comments as usual and get back to you guys with another video if I have to. But thanks for tuning in. You know, it's the boy TroyStars Trucking, and if you're not subscribed, you know what to do, right? Peace, respect, and thanks. Videos coming up. We're gonna talk about running out of fuel, what you should do or what you can do and how to get started and stuff like that. Easy way. We're gonna talk about winter. Be prepared for the winter. We're gonna run through the Bunky Eater again. We're gonna do some little simple checkups. We're gonna have a lot of video coming out. New Year's, new things. We're gonna try to make this channel more excited. I want to reach at least 30,000 subscribers before the middle of this here. So we're gonna put some video in place. I'm gonna ask you guys to help me to get there by sharing my video, liking the video is one of them, and show me your support. Thanks for tuning in. It was the boy TroyStars Trucking.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.